A long time ago there lived a good huntsman who was kind, cheerful, and loved walking through the forest with a happy heart. And one day, while he was walking under tall trees and singing to himself, he met an old woman who looked very poor, tired, and hungry. And she said to him in a weak voice that she had no food and no water. So the huntsman felt sorry for her and gave her all the food he had with him, even though it was not much. And the old woman smiled and thanked him. Then, before he left, she stopped him and told him a secret, saying that ahead on his road there was a great oak tree, and on that tree were 3 magic birds. And among them was a wonderful cloak that could grant wishes. And she told him to shoot an arrow between the birds, take the cloak, and also take 1 feather. Because the feather had magic too, and as long as he kept it with him, he would find gold under his pillow every morning. And the huntsman thanked her kindly and went on his way, and everything happened just as the old woman said. And when he went home and slept with the feather in his shirt, the next morning he found a bright piece of gold under his pillow, and every day after that there was more gold. So slowly he became rich, and he filled a large jar with gold and felt proud and excited. But one day he looked out at the wide world and thought that money alone was not enough. And he wanted to travel and see new lands. So he took his cloak and feather and went on a long journey through forests, rivers, mountains, and towns, staying in many places and finding gold every morning. Until one day he came to a fine castle, and there he saw a very beautiful young woman and an old woman who lived with her. And the old woman was a witch, though the huntsman did not know it. And when the witch saw the huntsman, she knew at once that he had magic things and wanted to take them, so she welcomed him kindly into the castle, and the huntsman stayed there many days and slowly fell in love with the beautiful young woman. And because he was in love, he became careless, and while he slept one night, the witch stole the magic feather from him. But he did not notice because his heart was full of love, and his mind was blind, and soon his gold began to run out, because without the feather no more gold came, and he paid the witch for food and stay. And later the witch planned to take the cloak as well. So she told the young woman to ask the huntsman to use the cloak to help her wish come true. And the young woman sadly obeyed, and she told the huntsman that she was unhappy because she wished to stand on a high rock full of diamonds where no one could go. And because he loved her, the huntsman used the cloak to take her there. And when she asked him to rest his head on her lap, he fell asleep. and when he woke up, he was alone, far away, with no cloak and no magic, and he cried in anger and sadness, asking what would become of him. And just then he saw 3 giants coming toward him. So he lay still and pretended to be dead. And the giants argued about what to do with him, but in the end they decided to send him away on a cloud. And the cloud carried him far and dropped him into a thick forest. And there the huntsman walked for many days, using the sun by day and the stars by night, until he came to a vegetable field. And because he was hungry, he ate a salad leaf, but soon felt strange and turned into a goat. And in fear he ate another kind of salad and became a man again. And then he understood the magic of the vegetables and smiled, knowing he could use this to get back what he lost and teach a lesson. And later he returned to the castle in disguise and offered the witch the finest salad in the kingdom. And when she ate it, she turned into a goat, and so did the young woman, and the huntsman took back his cloak and feather and his wealth. And he gave the goats to a miller with strange feeding rules, and after some days the old goat died, and the young goat grew weak. And when the spell was broken, the young woman cried and said she was forced by the witch and was sorry, and the huntsman believed her, forgave her, and because his heart was still kind, they stayed together and lived happily, wiser than before. And the huntsman never forgot that kindness brings magic, but trust must walk with care.